world is crumbling into chaos. And as everyone just lies around waiting for it to happen, pretending nothing is going on.
I'm here.
I may see dead people, but I also see a lot of idiots out in the world. Everyone just sits around waiting for something to be done. But there's a problem. When everyone just sits around and lies and waits, nothing ever gets done. The idiots running the world, the idiots tearing it apart, will drive us into chaos. That's the way I see it. Just give it time. You all see for yourself that history is about to be made.
Hello, everyone. I'm back! You thought that was gone, didn't you? You thought that was missing. But no, Big Dakota has made his comeback. Oh my god, I missed this so freaking much, you guys. You cannot believe it. As some of you may remember, I have had to cut off doing these types of shows in order just to focus on boring old school. But now that's over. It's done. I've graduated. I'm moving on with life. I have so many things to tell you guys. First off, I finally got my book finished. Just before I left last time, I started doing a little bit of work on a book. Now it's finally finished. It is out, and guess what? There is a free Amazon Kindle giveaway going on right now for the books I've put out. Back in March of this year, I put out a poetry book just to kind of test a few things out. But now I put out a novel that I've been working on for practically 3 fucking years. Yes, I am no longer holding back, my friends. I've missed you all so much. But now, let's get to the main point of this. To tell you why I'm back. To tell you how things are going to run from now on. This is a new show titled The Way I See It. Basically, rather than rambling on about some sort of boring old scientific stuff, there's still going to be scientific stuff, but it's not going to be just me rambling on about it in some sort of weird monotone, trying to be funny whenever I think there's going to be somebody listening. No, I'm letting loose. It's time for the real thing to come out. For this show, it'll be more of a current events type of situation. Let's say, for example, as the show's title may suggest, the Ferguson riots and the current Sydney hostage situation going on right now. I'll be talking about those. I'll be ranting and raving all about those. Hopefully you guys agree with me. If you don't, I don't really give a fuck. We all have our separate opinions, but honestly, the biggest fucking mistake this world has been made, I made it myself as well, is assuming that we have to be right. My friends, you don't have to be right. Let me get to that point later on. But there's something I've got to say about this whole Ferguson mess, the whole Islamic crap. I don't care. I'm letting loose. Y'all try to threaten to kill me. Bring it on! But now to calmness. So anyway, for the show, it'll be me just talking about current events. But this will not be a regularly scheduled program. It means I will get to it when I get to it. I have to do it like this because I have a few seeds going into various different programs right now. That'll take up a lot of my time if everything goes like I hope. I can't really say much right now without worry of it kind of backfiring on me, but trust me, y'all will be amazed. So anyway, for the show, other than me ranting and raving, we're also going to go into subjects like games, movies, maybe occasional celebrity stories. I don't really care for them. New paranormal stories that are out running around in the world. We're going to take on issues both in the natural world and the supernatural world. Whatever is out there, we'll talk about it here. And also, like I was doing on my last show, there will also be moments where I will bring in music for the show. Now, of course, I know there's a lot of people out there like me who handle a lot of their own stuff. So here's what I'm actually going to do. For the first few musical bits, we're going to sample through some royalty-free music. Stuff that you can use, you can modify in any way, shape, or form you feel necessary to fit any sort of project you may be working on. In fact, the intro you just heard to this theme is made by one of the royalty-free artists we'll be showcasing. The song is called Shaking Off the Cobwebs, and the main artist is actually called BAAACK. A link to his website will be on my new website here shortly. Yes, I've moved. I'm no longer using that website. If you still think of my official website as fransenfiles.webs.com, just forget about it. It'll still be up, but that's only to redirect everybody to the new and improved, the better website. Basically, what Webs was doing was choking out people that had to use the free features. So, I moved to a different web service, a lot more free features, and a lot fancier of websites. So, plus, it's constantly being updated. It's currently being built right now, but you can visit it. I will say this slowly so you may all see it. My new website is titled Frandsen, my last name, .wix, wix.com/official site. I will be sure to leave a link in the description of the show, whether or not you're listening through Spreaker, YouTube, Tumblr, Facebook, Twitter, I don't care. I'll make sure you can find it. And for those royalty-free artists, I will also be sure to leave a link to where you can actually download those songs I feature, if you please. Also, like I was doing with my previous show, if you are in a band yourself and want a little bit of free exposure, I'm opening up the airwaves for you. Just feel free to shoot me an email. I'll leave information all on my website if you would like. And my only condition really is if I like it. If I like it, we'll put you on. Free exposure right there. I will not charge you anything whatsoever. Sorry, just getting my thoughts here straight. Also, if you would like to come on the show, or if you would like to post any advertisements, you can also do that. Just feel free to send me a message. Now, that's how it's going to work. This will not be a scheduled program. It means I will get to it when I get to it. Plus, not having any regular schedule just helps keep any contract agreements at bay just in case. Because it's likely if some of those projects I told you about earlier, you will come to know my voice very well. If they all come through, if those all work out, I may not be able to talk about what's going on with those. Or who I work with. Oh! Hint, hint. Now, for the main part of this show. What's going on in the world? Obviously, unless you've lived under a rock or somehow managed to avoid any source of media within the last few, what's it been? Months? Excuse me. You probably heard a little something about the mess that's going on in Ferguson. Personally, I think all of those rioters, those looters, those threatened to burn this shit down are nothing but a bunch of fucking morons. Listen, you people. If you don't like something, fine. You're gonna have disagreements in life. You're not gonna like how certain things turn out. But the moment you do this, the moment you go to rioting, the moment you go to trashing everything, you're making yourself into a bigger asshole than the person that started the mess. Do you hear me? I don't give a fuck what you think. You are nothing but bigger assholes than whatever happened. Yes, there is injustice in the system. The legal system is full of cracks. It's full of loopholes. There's so many damn loops and cracks, it can be a shitty basketball court. But that gives you no right to do what you are doing. The second you become violent, the second you express yourself as something different, you turn yourself into the enemy. Racism, the conflicts in religion, they're everybody's freaking fault. And I'm including myself in there for just in case there's any dumbass fuckers that tries to twist my words around. Every culture has its trash. The people who claim that all blacks, all whites, all Mexicans, all Asians, all Europeans, all Boompas and Loompas are nothing but filth. Their thoughts do come from something. They say bias is an unjust reason for hatred. Unfortunately, stupidity is a genetic cancer. It spreads. It kills. It goes down through the generations. There's no cure. There's no cure. For as long as we have idiots that feel they need to kill in order to make their point, in order to trash, in order to damage anything, there's no cure. It's spreading faster. The governments, the reason why there's lack of any support here, lack of any National Guard, any army influence, is the fact that our nation's leaders are afraid. They are afraid of war. For this type of war will not be something fought overseas. This battle will not be something you only hear about on the news. For what is happening with Ferguson, it has the potential. And if this continues the way it has been, 2015 will be the year of the Second American Civil War. And once again, race will be involved. I understand if you feel like there's injustice in the system. There is. But you must remember, not all cops are the same. You do not know if Mike Brown was really intending to shoot that officer. The video shows that he was about to do something nasty. And officers are trained that if they feel they are in danger, they can just shoot. What you got to think about is that it's a normal reaction, fight or flight, where our body gives us enough adrenaline to either put up a fight or run like hell. Right now, there's a fight coming. And it's going to spark things all over the world. Like what's going on in Sydney right now with the hostages. "10 days away from Christmas. In fact, I believe we're not too far past the 2nd year anniversary of the Sandy Hook massacre. It is known that criminals, that everybody gets a little on edge around this time of year. It's the holidays. People are being robbed of the simple joy of the holidays because of this mess. Now, last time I saw an update from the Sydney situation, whoever's holding those people captive started opening fire. I do have a few friends down under, and I do have hope with all my heart that they or nobody they care about is involved. Remember back in 2012, right around this time of year, you couldn't go anywhere without hearing something about an impending apocalypse? Whether it was going to be some sort of natural disaster or some sort of plain old shift like I've seen on a few sites. No. It's not going to be disease. It's not going to be war. Actually, you know what? It will be war. The ultimate war that's been around for as long as there's been life on this planet. The war for survival. You see, we are immediately taught through our parents, to not trust anything that's really different. If something is new, we automatically feel threatened. Yet, little do most people realize is that on the tiniest of levels, everything in this cosmos, everything that makes up you, I, the devices you're listening to me on, the money we use, the water we drink, the food we eat, it's all one and the same. The moment you think of yourself in any way, shape, or form as better than another person, another creature on this planet, or on any planet for that matter, you automatically make yourself an enemy. The moment you think of yourself as something better or worse, you're creating that nervousness that has caused Ferguson, that has caused terrorist problems with Muslims or whatever groups that are out there now. I have friends who are Muslim. I honestly don't care about that. Oh, they have a religion. As long as they ain't the type to start shoving it down everybody's throats, I don't really care what they do. Why can't we all have that image? Because right now, we are snowballing into something terrible that will cost millions of lives if we let it. Our impending doom will not be just disease. It will not be just war. It will not just be racism. It would not just be terrorist attacks. It would not be some sort of natural disaster. We can overcome these. But what we cannot overcome is the struggle for survival. And that has become so twisted with how the media portrays world events. That it is pushing to one final blow. If there is an apocalypse coming, it's because we kicked our own ass. That is the truth. Honestly, that's the way I see it. So again, like I said, my thoughts and prayers go out to those dealing with the situation in Sydney. Hopefully everything comes to a more peaceful end. Nobody gets hurt. And those who do end up getting hurt, let's just hope that's nothing more than a couple cuts and bruises. Something that can easily heal. I will return. I will not say where. I will not say when. But be sure to share this episode with all your friends, family, on YouTube, on Tumblr, wherever you see this. Be sure to spread it. And think about what I've had to say. Because the way I see it, we all created this mess together. And the only way to fix it is if we join hands. Now, just in case I don't come back in time, I wish all of you Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and a Happy New Year. Be sure Watch Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Tumblr for all these new episodes. And for all sorts of new and amazing opportunities that are unfolding right now. If you have a Kindle device, I'm also hosting a Kindle giveaway right now. From today, December 15th, 2014, to this Friday, December 19th, my poetry book, The Love of a Ghost Hunter, will be available for free on Amazon.com. And thanks to some of my friends, I must also say it looks like the free book opportunities will only be available through the United States Amazon website. I don't know why that is, and honestly, Amazon doesn't really specify that that's how it works. Now, on December 21st, this Sunday through Christmas Day, December 25th, on Amazon, The Ones Who Walk All Worlds, A Giant's Curse will be available for free for your Kindle device. That is a novel I have spent 3 years working on, and I am also working on putting it into a series. I hope to see you all again. Think about what I've said. And again, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, whatever the hell you celebrate. Hope to see you again.